Hi, this is Mauricio for cloudbackupping.com, and today is a very special day because we have March 31st and it is World Backup Day. So here at cloudbackupping.com, we have prepared a list of top 10 tips that you gotta do on World Backup Day to protect your data. So listen closely and do the tips, and most importantly, recommend it to your friends that they also can protect their data. See you later. The first tip I'm going to talk to you about is actually not really a tip. It is more of an encouragement to really stop the procrastination and get a backup. So the first tip is get a backup. And I really don't care what kind of backup you get, whether you back up your data on a DVD or on an external hard drive, or whether you get an online backup. I really don't care, but you need a backup of your data. So this is my first tip. And the second tip is actually if you decide to get an online backup. I mean, I know there are hundreds of online backup providers out there, but I've reviewed around 50 of those online backup providers, and you find them all here on cloudbackupping.com. And you can get inside videos on all those backup providers and choose the backup provider that suits your needs perfectly. If you need inspiration for choosing an online backup service, you can just read on into this post, and there we recommend, for example, Backblaze, which offers unlimited online backup for only $5 a month, and it just backs up everything without you having to think about your backups, and this is actually pretty good. Another tip that is crucial is that you start your backup right away after having signed up for an online backup service or after having bought your external hard drive. Please do not procrastinate your online backup or your backup. So start right away, select the data you want to back up, and also think about which data is most valuable to you and start backing up that data first. Okay, and here comes directly my fourth tip of the day for World Backup Day. So use our video tutorials that we have provided here. So sometimes it's really difficult to find out what kind of data you want to back up and how to use an online backup service. So please, there's a video section that you find on top of the navigation. Click on that and you can watch all of our videos on online backup services. So please do that and leave feedback if they were useful for you or not. I would be really interested if I could help you with those videos. Unfortunately, not all the online backup services are quite nice or quite as user-friendly. That's why it's important to check your online backups or your general backup configuration, because there are some online backup services that limit the file sizes that they will back up, and they hide the option somewhere in the installation menu or in some other fancy preferences menu so that you cannot find it. And then suddenly they only back up files of up to 200 megabyte. And when you have a data loss and you have files larger than 200 megabyte, well, your data is lost. So make sure to check your configuration. And this is why we come now to our sixth tip of the day, which is please do a test restore today. If you have already an online backup, so congratulations, you're one of the few people who actually thought about having an backup. And when the time comes and your computer crashes, you want to make sure that all your data works correctly. So make use of the World Backup Day to do a test restore. It doesn't matter if you have 500 gigabyte or something. Do a test restore of all your data and see whether everything works flawlessly with your backup provider and if your data still is correctly restored. If you've been watching my video tutorials and if you've read some of my articles, you know that I'm an advocate of having multiple online backups or multiple backups in place. It is not enough to rely on a single backup source. So many people think they just back up to an external hard drive and they think they're fully backed up, but this is actually not the case. Imagine fires or burglaries or anything else that could actually harm your data. So I would really encourage you to have multiple backups, for example, an online backup and an offsite backup, and even a third backup is recommendable, for example, at a friend's house or something like that. I have 3 backups in place, and I can really recommend other people having the same strategy as well. And this brings me to tip number 8. So many online backup services do have a mobile app where you can access all your files from your backups. So imagine you went to a presentation and you forgot all your presentation files. You can just select the files with your mobile and send the files to you by email without ever having to worry about having all your files with you. So make use of the mobile app and get to know it before you actually need it. And then another tip number 9 for today is please let us know what kind of service or which kind of backup method you choose for yourself. Is an off-site storage enough for you, or do you really need an online backup service with another provider, or is just an external hard drive enough? So I would be really interested in your strategy and what kind of data you back up. And tip number 10 is actually, if you have read our news, you know that today is World Backup Day and that there are amazing, really amazing prices to win on worldbackupday.com from other online backup services. Backblaze is giving away an iPad, and there are free subscriptions. You can win external hard drives. So please sit back, enjoy the peace of mind of having an online backup, and hope to win your iPad. And also, please leave a comment if you like this video and if I could help you with those 10 tips, and most importantly, back up your data. This was Mauricio for cloudbackupping.com, and we are going to see us next time.